As we're continue to live life through COVID and dealing with all the bullshit BS that is associated with said COVID, I just figured for my next attempt to comedy AEC 26, I'm just going to call this one Analogies / Perfect Cliches for Life during COVID-19. Of course, this is an attempt to comedy, it's an attempt to be funny. I mean, unfortunately, it's still a pandemic, and the fact that there's been many lives lost and lives ruined. Well, my life's been ruined in some ways, I would say. But I've come up with some silly analogies to describe what life has been living like. Remember back in March 2020, which seemed like that was 16 years ago at this stage? It just said 2 weeks to flatten the curve. I'm going to say, what calendar were they looking at? It definitely was not the Earth calendar. Maybe they were thinking they were of Venus. And this is actual fact that in Venus, a Venus day is longer than a Venus year. On the same principle of, planet revolving around the sun, rotating its own axis. It actually, on Venus, one Venus day is roughly, I think I saw 241 Earth days is one Venus day. However, one Venus year is about 220 Earth days. So maybe they were thinking of Venus. So if we were on the Venetian calendar, we're not 2 weeks there yet. Is that what they meant? 2 weeks to flatten the curve? They were thinking of Venus and not Earth. That definitely is the big one I have to start with this attempt at comedy with. They were thinking of Venus, not Earth. Not the brand, the actual planet, as I shall say. Next one I have to say is a big one. Imagine you're running a marathon. You're running away, and then see ahead. You see those goalposts, thinking you're almost finished. Except they take those goalposts and they pull them up from the ground and continuing to put it further down the ground. Or even better yet, how about those goalposts get pulled up and then it starts running away, further away, faster from you, so that marathon continues. Hence the BS and the bullshit we've been having to deal with during this time. Or that kid game, kick the can down the road. How many times does that can get kicked down the road? Boom. Boom. The 21st, you can always mark on your calendar. The border is going to be closed for yet another month. Kick the can. Boom. That's basically all it is. Another, keep moving the goalpost. Keep moving that, kick the can down the road. And then, of course, they always got to say, oh, just hang in there. It's been a long time. Well, no shit, Sherlock. It has been a long time. How much longer can we hang in there? Unless you're in the ultra wealthy where you've been making even more money. What about the rest of us? Stop giving us, false hope and promises, thinking that it's almost over. Hence that other cliche about saying the light at the end of the tunnel. Have we been hearing that we're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel since, I don't know, January or February? Except this is a magical tunnel. This is a tunnel where you keep going in, you see the light at the end of the tunnel, but that light just doesn't get any bigger. In fact, it might get even smaller, even if the train, or if you're driving in a tunnel, keep it real. Except this tunnel is this magical tunnel that just keeps getting longer and longer and longer. And as you drive, you even drive faster because you want to get out of the tunnel, because you want to listen to the radio again. That light doesn't seem to get bigger. That's another cliche, kicking the can down the road. Those goalposts keep getting moved, and that light at the end of the tunnel. Have we been here? We've been almost there. Well, how come we're not almost there yet? We've been saying we've been almost there for almost a year now with people getting vaccinated. That's another cliche that perfectly describes life. Yeah, we're just almost there. Just hang in there. Yeah, hang in what? What do I have anywhere to hang in there? My sanity, my finances, that's all running out right now. It's forcing me to make this attempt at comedy just to try to make light out of it. But that's all I gotta say. We must be thinking of the planet Venus. When we said 2 weeks to flatten the curve. I get it now. It's Venus. We were looking at the Venetian calendar, not the Earth calendar. If we can say whenever it's all done, we'll do the conversion. And if it was 2 weeks, I'll say, yeah, it was 2 weeks on the planet Venus. But that's all I got to say for all the perfect, cliches or what life has been living like during this time. That, it's a marathon that never ends because you see the goalposts, but it gets moved further back. Or the light at the end of the tunnel. Or maybe it gets dark and or this tunnel is so long that it goes from daytime to nighttime, and daytime again, nighttime again. But this magical tunnel. Yes, it's a magical tunnel that gets longer and longer and longer and longer. That's what life has been like during this time. So enough of this, one hand they drive up fear too much, but on the other hand they drive up hope too much. That doesn't happen. So that's all I gotta say. It's kind of a rant and attempt at comedy. So of course, if you want to follow along this Calgary sports fan's journey, home of Flames, Hitmen, the Roughnecks, and Stampeders, I mostly do talk Calgary sports on my YouTube channel, and thankfully, as long as I still get my sports during this time, I'm not as insane or not going as crazy. But keep that. If you take that away from me, watch out. But I also do a variety of non-sports content when I have time, like purse vlogs, attempt comedy, and I also do share spirits sim on the road or a sport event. So if that all sounds like it'd be interesting to watch, to follow along with this Calgary sports fan's journey, which definitely has been an adventurous time the last couple of years, not for the right reasons. Just like for most of us during this time, just 2 more weeks, we're almost seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, or all that, but we must be thinking of Venus. The goalposts keep getting moved, the can keeps getting kicked down the road, and this tunnel keeps getting longer. And then one last thing, I have my second channel in Brett Hornby Shorts, where I put my short form content on there, so I appreciate like subscribe on this channel, and my second channel as well. So I'm just going to say just 2 more weeks on the planet Venus. It won't be that long before my next video. By the way, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.